At the Adventist Community Center in Provo, people gather for a meal, but the occasion is not a church supper.
Most of poverty are the people that you see that you would have no idea that they're struggling to find out, how they're going to clothe their kids and how they're going to pay rent next month or which bill to pay.
It's a weekly evening meeting of the Provo branch of Utah Circles. These are folks who work together to reach a goal, getting out of poverty.
We've been married for about 11 and a half years, and we've been below the poverty line for 10 of that. We've had moments where we were both unemployed. We got evicted from apartments because of that. In 9 years, we moved 10 times, just between living with relatives and trying to find a place of our own. It was rough, especially with little ones.
It was just survival mode, day to day, and we just didn't know how to get out of it. There's just no way you can get out of the rent cycle or just to keep moving. How do you get that dream to take your family to Disneyland, or how are you going to ever get enough to retire?
Dinner is provided by local businesses. Volunteers watch the children. Nothing distracts from the object of every meeting, making and following up on individual plans to get out of poverty. There are two groups of people here: circle leaders, those working to improve their financial situations, and community volunteers who've agreed to become the circle leaders' friends and allies.
People who struggle in poverty tend to become more and more isolated, and their social capital goes down, and it's a downward spiral. So the idea of circles is to reverse that. We tell our circle leaders or our clients, okay, you are directing your path. You get to move forward how you want and how you decide, because you know yourself best. So their circle is their circle leader, their allies, me as the coach, and outside community resources.
Those who've met the requirements to become a circle leader have a stable housing situation and no medical or mental health issues that would block their progress. They learn about goal setting. They work on defining the path out of poverty, and they are matched with the allies that will support them in their journey.
I jump ahead and have a hard time breaking things down and explaining what it is I have going on in my mind. So he helps me break that down so I can take those small steps rather than, okay, here's the big jump that I have to take.
You're not their coach. You don't know more than they do in the sense of their situation and how to get out of it. We're just teaming you up as friends, and you would help them as you would help your friend.
Circles can be an opportunity to join family to family in pursuit of a better life for both, as is the case with Anthony and Sherry working with Jim and Kim.
It's been a huge booster, having friends. We've had some down moments the last few months, and having somebody that we can call or text or just to say, hey, I need somebody, and they're there.
It's fun to be in our role because we advocate and suggest, but at the end of the day, we're just there to say, you can do this, with what's your goal.
And they really make their own goals.
Yeah.
So.
It's fun.
And they just come at you and say, well, tell you what, let's hold on a bit longer and see what else comes down the road, because something good will always come along. We just have to have the patience to and the fortitude to recognize that.
Everything we've done, we're not allowed in the Circles program to give money. We're not allowed. So all we're doing is giving encouragement, support, and connecting them with people that they don't know that they should know. We've hooked them up with Rachel, who hooked them up with a friend who got Anthony some help he needed at school.
I've seen circle leaders go from having no hope to actually saying, I think I can do this. I've seen people decrease their public assistance by 50% within 6 months. That's amazing.
And the shared journey to leave poverty behind requires both heart and mind.
Listening to their personal struggles is part of it, because if they're in such a place where, you can't even think from day to day, or how am I going to get through this? How am I going to get through the divorce? Or how am I going to help my child with school right now when I need to find a second job, or how can I take him to the doctor when now I'm working? And just kind of talking about those things really can help him find focus.
She's helped me more, like she says, more than in just looking for a job or helping me plan a budget and work things with my family and try to figure out how to do that. She's been a friend and just listened to the struggles of raising kids and all that you go through.
I'm a big believer in the idea that our communities are as strong as we're willing to invest in them. And so people have a lot to give. And there are strong members of a community and weaker members. And as the strong share their strengths with the weaker, it raises the whole community. It makes us stronger.
It's the kind of program I like because it's not a silver bullet. They're saying this is going to take years and years to accomplish. And to me, that's the kind of thing I like to invest in because it's real. There's no magic about this. This isn't one of those, we're gonna get rich quick schemes. In fact, it's the opposite. This is gonna be a long slog out of poverty, and that's really what it takes.
It's not changing all of Provo. I can't brag about anything I've done, but I can say that I've been touched by one person, and one person hopefully has been touched by me.